Storage Prospector here to bring you some storage unit digging. So, just to introduce myself, if you haven't seen me, you don't know me, you don't know me, maybe you want to know me, maybe you don't want to know me. So anyways, I'm a reseller. My main gig's eBay and Facebook Marketplace. But I do sell at flea markets when we're not in the middle of this virus because all the flea markets are closed down right now. But I do everything I can to resell. Namely, most everything comes from storage. This year I haven't bought any storage units. I told my wife that I had enough eBay inventory that I could list for 2 or 3 years and not buy anything. So I told her I was going to try to watch how much I spent this year on buying stuff. So doesn't mean I'm not out picking. I buy stuff off Facebook Marketplace, and when I'm selling at the flea market, I find stuff at the flea market to buy that I can resell on eBay. But it's the storage, it's the hunt, it's to find what you can. Well, when all this crisis and everything happened, I had this ideal that, you know, there was no storage facilities being auctioned at this point in time, but it's still a business and people have to clean storage units out so that they can get people that are willing to pay storage. So I made a couple phone calls, and since this, well, one of them didn't happen. Since this has started, since all this has started, I've got 2 facilities that have given me a call, and I've gotten units for free to clean out. Well, I've already done. I'm doing some GoPro recording stuff, but you know, this is a straight up record, and I can upload it right to YouTube, and you guys get it faster. So 2 days ago, we've been out here 2 days. We've cleaned out 1 storage unit. I bought my buddy Brandon in with me. He's the one that got me buying storage auctions, and we got 8 units out here, and they ain't little units, and they have been sitting for 20 plus years. Now, unfortunately, the one that we have gone through so far, we rendered about, here's my van if you've not seen it. It is a big old Ford E350, and we filled it up 3/4 away full of flea market stuff, and then we've got my whole front seat's full of eBay items, stuff that wouldn't bring much locally, but on eBay it does decent. So out of the first unit, which I didn't put up anywhere, we figured low end $400 at the flea market, and upper end probably $650, and for eBay we're pushing around $250 to $400 worth of eBay stuff out of 1 unit. So, and that one took a day to go through it, and then we had about a quarter in loading up the trash. It filled up the van twice, and my little 4x8 open trailer has been filled up 3 times so far out of 1 storage unit. Now, there's 6 storage units that are about the same size, and they're the same size as this one we're getting ready to go into. And like I said before, I know it's on the phone, but this allows me to get it to you just as soon as I get done. It takes about 6 or 7 hours to upload it, but so let's see how the lighting is on here. Yeah, this ain't bad. Okay, so this unit, there's 6 units this size. We've already cleaned 1 unit out this size, and we got about 2/3 of it was trash, stuff we didn't want to mess with, and then stuff that we wanted to. My wife was just up here and just cleaned out this entire corner that was up this high, and that's all the stuff we got out of it that we were going to flea market. So, and it's like I got a guy on these vintage cases. We got a bunch of these, and but we're going to do some digging. I'll do about 20-25 minutes worth, and then I'll upload it so you guys get it right off the bat. We did find a piece of gold yesterday and like 4 pieces of silver. So there is that possibility. Me and Brandon both thought that maybe we didn't think that was going to happen. We thought that it was probably more about junk. Yesterday in the other storage unit, it was hot yesterday, and I just didn't feel like recording. And there's so much recording content that's available here that I'm not worried about it. So and what this guy just did sand out here, and I'm scared to drive my van through it and get stuck, so I've got to handle the trash twice. I got to throw it out, then I got to pick it up and carry it to the trailer. But let me get the walkway cleared out here, and I will come over to you guys and get you so we can start digging. And so far, the most expensive thing that we pulled out of this thing is some $60 signs, some $60 Buzz Blaster cereal from 2003. It sells for 60 bucks on eBay. That's something that Brandon taught me yesterday because I didn't know cereal had value. So, alright. So, you guys like digging, right? We're going to dig. We're going to take out shit, stuff that we know that's trash. I mean, it's a lot of this is what it is. It's empty tissue boxes and drink boxes and bags full of pill bottles, and it's, I mean, you just store that for 20 years, paying shipping on that for 20 years. Why? Okay. Dig the wiggly bags. We haven't found any signs of any kind of rats or anything like that. I was joking to Brandon yesterday. I said, well, how many old TVs are we going to find? We found one so far. That I'm going to put up for sale because it's nice. It's all cedar on the inside. Nice vintage cabinet. Don't see the rod on the top, but it's all cedar on the inside. That's a nice cabinet. And we are, don't know if you've seen the pictures, but we are out here in a bona fide country. Bona fide country. There's no civilization out here where we're at. Supposedly this used to be an old blueberry storage place. So, like I said, I am doing the GoPro stuff, but this gets this to you quicker. So, fill up totes as we can fill up totes. I mean, this guy, like, if stuff was on sale, he'd pick it up. If it was on sale, that's trash. Okay, this one's trash. We found some, like, I don't know if you knew, I like toys, but my toys kind of stop in the 90s maybe. I found some Star Wars Transformers. Okay. Look at the pots. But they're all like this. Now, as I was saying before, We've got 6 units this big that are about this full. Then we've got a 12 by 12 that's also packed that high. It's the smallest of all of them. And then about 2 units over from this one, there is one that's this wide, but it's supposedly about 35 foot long, and it is piled. It's piled up to about that seam right there, probably about 12 foot high, and it's packed. So hopefully it's not all trash. Hopefully we can find some cool stuff in here, being that it's old. Just because it's old don't mean that it's worth something, right guys? You can have something that's old but not be worth anything. Now, for you that haven't watched my show before, where I'm at in eastern North Carolina, I'm like right on the coast. I ain't scared to say it. I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina. I've got convenience centers to dump in that you're allowed to take like 3/4 of a ton a day and just throw it away. Don't cost anything, so that's a benefit. I don't have to pay to have it dumped. I just have to pay my gas and my time to do it. He said he was going to get us a dumpster out here, and then he just told me today that that's not going to happen because he said a dumpster costs $700 and he's not spending that much. So he said do what I can, and he said worst case scenario, he said we could leave all the trash in the storage unit and he would come and get it out later. So hey, that's meat container things. Something, why would you store it? So he has told us that we are allowed to keep 2 of these units for our stuff that we're going to have for 2 months, and we don't have to pay rent on it. So again, that's another bonus. That's just working with customers, and that's newspapers. Really don't want to move newspapers right now. Clothes. I actually got to look through the clothes because I have found some vintage stuff in the clothes. And I'm not seeing no vintage stuff in these clothes. So, got a really cool jacket out of this stuff yesterday that I will probably end up keeping, just because it's vintage car audio. Get some pillows. I mean, let's keep some cardboard boxes and pay storage on it. I wish I could put my trailer right up to this place, but I'm scared my van will sink. Let's get some good boxes. We have seen that this is all pillows. This is one of those 70s light up things. I don't know, might have eBay value, I don't know. A sewing machine, which I don't know what kind it is yet, but it looks like it's from the 70s. I see books, I hate books. Sandwich containers. Are they going to have anything in them, or are they just going to be empty sandwich containers? Empty sandwich containers. All empty sandwich containers. Books. I'm not scanning in books. It's all books. Alright, well, I'm going to throw you down for a second so I can throw out these books. Oh, that's books, books, books. Books, This is encyclopedias. Yep, that's all encyclopedias. I know everybody in the house had encyclopedias back in the day, but okay, got some Bibles here. Take the Bibles. Let's see. Nothing in the Bibles. Alright guys, so you look up here and it's just, that's probably all empty pill boxes. Texilese. What the heck? Why couldn't I find some like trapper keepers or something in here? You know, I understand that people keep like newspapers of like when famous people die, but this is just newspapers. It's just, and what's so bad is if this was at auction, I probably would have bid on it because it had 5 pounds of dust at the door. I would have bid on it. I really would have, because it had all the dust at the door. Baskets. Making a hole. Making a hole. That looks like magazines. This is the part that Storage Words don't show you. The dirt, the grime, the nastiness. Me and Brandon both were hoping to find game systems in here. You know, maybe these people had kids and there's something that was related to a Super Nintendo or something like that in here. Magazine rack. Pillows. Let's see what we got here. It's a TV tray. It's a TV tray. Take the flea market, somebody might want it. Oh, there's 2 more. They were $1 when they were new at the Smart Dollar. I've never heard of a Smart Dollar store. Y'all heard of a Smart Dollar store? I haven't heard of one. Can we find something that's not books? What'd I do? Pick the locker that's full of books? Yes, look, more books. You know, it'd be all good if we had books that were good books. There's a Star Trek book. I'm not going to look up books. Ooh. There's something brand new in the package down there. What is it? Hey. Hey now, what's that? Those quarters or dollars? Okay, we can find stuff like that. What is this? I'm dumb, guys. Is that quarters or dollars?
It looks like dollars to me. Presidential. So is it money or is it just decorative? That's kind of cool. Alright, stick that in there. Maybe it's worth $1 a piece, and I just found $5. I think there's some Play-Doh down there, guys. You think 20-year-old Play-Doh is still playable? See, when you find something like that in a box like this, then you got to go through the whole box. Because there might be something stuck in between the boxes, you know? Vegetable. Elizabeth Taylor. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Charlie Brown's Encyclopedia. Oh. What do we got down here? Let's see. Got a box of chocolates. Mom always said. Got some cassettes. What are the cassettes? I have no idea. Medical journals. Fun Factory Play-Doh. It's been opened. I have found some vintage toys. Alright, so I know this one wasn't that exciting, but it did get you something. And I'm going to go back to the GoPro. And we'll open up one more box. Alright guys, I'll give you one more box, see what we can find. I'm going to make it so I can't get out. That's going to be horrible, ain't it? So there's going to be plenty of content. Okay. Baskets. Okay. We found a lot of Corningware, Fire King, Anchor King, all that stuff. Be cool to find like a whole set of jadeite or something. I've only found one piece of jadeite in my life. Christmas plates. Not worth anything. Nantucket, made in Japan. Ugliness. Probably worth something, but you know what? I'm not gonna keep it. Not keeping it. So this is another thing that we find a lot of. Silverware. This place is slam packed full of silverware. And at the flea market, I sell it for like 12 for like $1. So we've got a bunch of it. Bunch of. Nothing in that. There's some rags. We can keep rags. Rags will sell no matter how old they are. Okay, now we got a little. Anything in this one? Nothing in that one. We've got a little rice cooker. Feels brand new. $2 or $3 in my flea market. And we've got a sandwich toaster. sandwich toaster. Again, feels a brand new. Only reason I'm looking at it, guys, is this is one of those Dibs things. My wife just said that we needed a new sandwich maker. And this one is vintage, but it's brand new and it's black. So, Dibs. Things you get to keep that you don't have to buy because you find them in storage units. Alright guys, so we've been at 25 minutes. Like I said, there will be GoPro footage of this digging. It'll probably take some time because there's a lot. And we thought we were going to have a dumpster sitting out here that we could dump all the trash in, but now he's saying that's not going to happen. So it kind of sucks because when we agreed on this, it was that we were getting a dumpster to help throw this stuff away. Now he's talking about have me carry as much trash as I can from one storage unit, and then take that storage unit and put all the trash in it. Well, the last one, 2/3 of the storage unit was trash. So there's a lot of work that has to go through, and since this guy was a hoarder, you got to go through it all because you don't know what's stuffed in little crevices and holes. So I'll get this one uploaded to you guys, and I'll get the GoPro back on and get some more recorded footage. But I hope you liked it. Leave comments. You got any questions? I'll try to help. I've been reselling for about 3.5 years now. One of my eBay stores that I was talking about before, the Storage Prospector store, it's got 2,400 items on it. So I ain't just a little part-timer. I physically am LLC. I claim every dime I make. I pay taxes on every dollar I make. Somebody buys something from me for $20, it gets claimed on my taxes. So I hope you share, talk about your friends. Say this fat guy down in the south, this redneck, he's buying storage units and he's digging through stuff, and since we ain't got a Storage Wars anymore, you can come watch him pedal his butt through the storage units. So I hope you guys are staying safe during this virus thing and you're keeping yourself busy, and y'all have a good night. Alright, later.